We're live, everyone.
Hello, hi everyone.
Hello, beautiful ladies. So, welcome everybody. So glad that you guys can join us live today. And how's everyone doing this Saturday? How are you, Maki, in Connecticut?
Relaxing morning. It's a little cloudy and a little bit of raining, but
Okay.
it's all good.
Okay.
Yeah, not too hot,
Awesome.
not too cold.
I know we can't complain, right? And how are
Yeah.
you, Ping Pei, our new special guest today?
Thank you. As everyone know, Brunei is a hot country. We don't have all season, so it's always hot. But lately there is a raining and thunder, so I'm just worried about my Wi-Fi is going to be stable or not. Yeah. So my time now is actually 1 o'clock in the morning.
In the morning.
So
Can you
nice
believe that?
to see everyone.
We're so happy to have you here today. So if you somehow disconnected, we know it's affected by the weather. So anyway, welcome everybody. So welcome to Milestone Momentum. Take control, track progress, and head your goal. So we're so glad that you're here. This is actually a 20-part series filled with heartfelt growth, real talk, and strategy to help you crush your personal milestone and also your online business goal. So today, officially week 19, which means the next Saturday will actually be our final episode of this series.
Wow.
Don't worry, more exciting things are coming after that.
That's
But
right.
before we start, we're going to introduce ourselves. So I'm going to go first. My name is Lucy, and I'm your host today. Join me is my amazing co-host Maki, and today we're so happy that we're so happy to our special guest Ping Pei here joining us on broadcast today, and I'm really looking forward to today's discussion and for everyone to get to know everybody here a little better. So a little bit about myself. I'm originally from Taiwan, and I'm a full-time early childhood educator, and I have been teaching for over 2 decades. And I truly love my job, and there's no doubt about that, but love making a difference in my students' life. And that's one of the reasons why I'm still teaching today. But at the same time, I also have my plan B, which is my digital online business. And I have been in this business for over a year and several months. And I honestly, the reason I started this journey is because I wanted to change my life. I want more time freedom. And I also want the ability to travel more. I love traveling. And I want to spend more quality time with my family. And those are the things that are very important to me. So, of course, financial security is also important too. So being able to enjoy life without constantly worrying about whether or not I can afford something. So enough about me. Let me turn that over to our special guest today, Ping Pei. Now I would like to turn it over to you and let us know who you are and what do you do and why are you in this business and how long you have been in this business. Take it away.
Thank you. Okay, first of all, thank you so much for having me here today. So my name is Ping Pei, but then you can call me Pei Pei, easier. So and I'm from Brunei, a little country, Brunei, and then I'm a stay-home mom. Previously, actually, I also as a full-time mom, working life mom. I'm a single mom. I have a special needs daughter. I used to work in Microsoft Brunei for almost 6 years. But then because I've been always like have to support I got divorced. Actually, my previous study life and half of my life, I've been living in Melbourne for 15 years. But because relation doesn't go well, and then my girls start having this special needs problem, my partner doesn't support, so end up with divorce. So I decide to like coming back to my hometown for good. So I bring her back with me, but then with a single mom, everything is like starting from the ground. So I have to restart my life, to get a job. And actually I'm graduate from RMIT Melbourne. I'm actually is a graphic designer. I'm a graphic designer. So during the Melbourne time, I was taking care of my girls, but then I also doing freelance graphic design at home. So after that, when me and my girl moved back to Brunei, I decided I don't want to continue to do graphic design because in Brunei, graphic design doesn't earn a lot of money. So and then with my character. A lot of my friends say, Pepe, you are not shy. You get easy talking to anyone, and then my words, you can try to like find some works like doing something like PR, personal assistant, the PA or customer service, things like that. Then I said, okay, I will try because I'm not shy to talking to anyone. So when I just came back to Brunei, I actually work in for my friend. He's owning a graphic design company. So I'm just like helping, but I don't want to do design, but I'm helping him to taking care of the graphic designer. And then one day just moved back to normal one of the company, which is my client. He sort of like headhunted me over to their company. So I work for them as a customer relation officer for 3 years. Then after that, get boring. The salary that doesn't go up. So you had to find a more big company. And then that time, then I'm so lucky that I find an opportunity to apply the job in Microsoft Brunei.
Yeah.
Because Microsoft is an international company. So they pay more. So then I can afford to hire a 2 auntie to taking care of my girls. So I can have this job. But then, things doesn't go well. And then already like 40 plus. Then one day, because I'm a contract staff, so means that every year I have to renew my contract if the company continue hire me. But then after the 5 years plus, my position, which is office manager, I'm the office manager for Microsoft Brunei and also the PA for my director. I serve two different country manager already in my working life. But then that time, my office manager, this job position, they have to like lay off already. Not lay off, like there's no more this position. They say, my boss say to me, Pepe, sorry, next year we are not going to continue your renew your contract because there's no more officer manager. Not just only in Brunei, a lot of country affected. So a lot of my workmate from other countries who is office manager also, we all have to finish our contract and then have to say goodbye. Then after that, I've been forced to, because that time is nearly like the pandemic also just started. So it's very hard for me to get an auntie to help me to care for my daughter.
Right.
So I decided to try to get more work for other company, but those companies is just a local company. They can't pay a high pay for me. And they always say, oh, you've been working in Microsoft before. You got so much high pay. We can't afford to pay you that much. But then, and then because of pandemic, I can't really get a full-time nanny. So it affect my work life as well. Then my father told me that you work so hard and get so tired. And then now lately your pay doesn't, I cannot cover up the pay for the auntie as well. My words, you just retire early. So then I retire early and then just stay home as a full-time mom to taking care of my girl. And then it take me, lately I'm just using my saving to survive for our expenses, daily expenses, and also I got a home loan to pay. So I've been actually looking when I'm staying home. I feel that moment, I feel like I got lost. It's like, is that it for my life? It's like, do I have any like in this life? I got any more use? I feel useless already for this society because it's already like no more working life. Doesn't see much my friend. Everyone got their family, got their life. So I've been stuck with my whole life in the small room only with my girl. So actually I know that I cannot just only rely on my savings, just a little saving to survive. Every month I still have to pay my home loan and there's no income. So I've been looking for around what can I do? I want to do something to get more income. So one day I just found this business through a friend's post. Actually, I look at Facebook and I found my friends lately. She's posting something that were quite interesting. Like not like usually what I see her previous post. She also just joined in not long. So I'm interested. So I contact to her. Actually, until today, that's what happening. I joined in. I until today, I've been with this business for 1.5 years. Yeah. And then before I joined this business, I feel lost. not secure, been worrying about no more enough money to support my girls, to pay off my home loan. But then after I joined, I found out this business not just only helped me to gain back my confidence, and also I made a lot of friends through this online business, and I met my confidence, and I found back my smile actually. Yeah, so this is, I'm so happy about that. Yeah.
Awesome.
I don't know what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I'm talking too much.
No.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm really happy that you shared that, because think about it. You have so many, you wear different hats, graphic design, customer service, and also being the director in several companies, and then
I'm not being director. I just the PS.
The PS. Okay. And then on top of that, you had to take care of a special needs child in the same time. But look at this. How interesting is that the universe brought you back, and you use all of those skills that you had in this online business. So that tells me that even though there's up and down, but when one door is closed, the other one will open.
Yes,
so
I always believe that.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you so much. All right, Maki, please go ahead and introduce yourself and tell us about how long you've been on this journey.
Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Maki. I'm originally from Okinawa, Japan, and I live in U.S., Connecticut, with my husband, and we have a son who is going to high school next year. And I'm doing a nanny job as a full-time, and I've been doing this for over a decade now. But the kids are, growing up at the end, so I had to look for something else. At that point, I was looking for something that I can do at home, hopefully that I can do online. But I wasn't sure if I can do it because I don't have any college degrees or any skills or knowledge of business or anything online opportunity. But then I found this beautiful online business that I can start from scratch. And when I joined it, I just not learned anything but a lot of confidence and a lot of business partners and a community that supports me and give me so much energy that I can go through. And I'm enjoying so much that I'm looking forward for the future, my opportunity to be plan A. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Maki. Well, I got to say, we are all came from a different background, different experience, and what brought us is that each of us, our story are so inspiring. And whether it's taking care of special need kids, going through the loops of trying to find a job that is secure enough to give us the money that can actually cover the essential, to the point where I myself feel burned out from the work that I do, and then Maki feel unsure about this journey with something that she hardly have any experience, like most of us. And so I wanted to kind of shout out to people out there who are watching this, whether you watch this as a replay or you are here with us as we're live, that think about the journey that you go through. Sometimes we get to resonate a lot of different things among all of us, and that is not the reason for it to stop or feeling stuck at the situation. Is the part that when we are going to want to make some change and to have a better future. So continue watch our lives, and if you have any further question or anything that you would like to know more about our business, be sure to reach out to us, and then we'll be here to support you, just as we were supported by our business community. Okay. All right. So thank you, Maki. Now we're going to dive right into our topic for today. So let me put that on the screen. All right. So our topic today is lessons from failure and the gratitude, how setback became wins for all of us. So I will start. So what does that actually mean? Well, the way I see it means that understand that the failure is not the end of the world. Okay. is actually part of the journey. Doesn't matter whether I'm learning to ride a bike, or I'm learning to teach students in the school, or on this online business, especially on this online business, our personal growth and our lives itself. We had to put ourselves out there. We have to show out there for us. And that means it could be we're showing our face on our social media. It could be being authentic. It could be open ourselves up to people. And saying about this is I want to kind of pick back on what Ping Pei had mentioned, is that she has such an outgoing personality to start with, and which is a plus. So whatever you bring out as who you are is going to support you in that journey. So whether it's go live, being creative content, creating creative content, speaking in public, and learning technology, or simply just believe in ourselves, all of that can feel very scary at first. And so during this process, we go through challenges, fears, mistakes, setbacks, the moment that where we question ourselves, my goodness, how can I do that? Or challenging become a stepping stone. But every small breakthrough become part of the momentum that we are building. So don't overlook those things. Those are the steps for us to reach our goal. So one thing that I do want to share with you is that when I mentioned about journeys, whether it's online business or something little struggle that we go through in life, we pick ourselves up. We don't let that stop us by moving forwards. So let me share my personal journey. So for me, one of the biggest struggle is online business was the self-judgment and the self-doubts. I always have that. And so I will always think, what if I'm not good enough? What if people judge me? What if I say the wrong thing? I remember being very nervous going live because I didn't know what I was going to say. I kind of went blank. And sometimes I worry about maybe I will push people away when I'm talking to leads, because when you're talking to leads, you want to feel confident. You want to be able to answer questions and then somehow inspire these people wanted to join our team. I also spend hours trying to create content or ads, and sometimes people will only like the post, but never reach out. I think we can all relate to that. I also struggle with technology. Okay, even I'm a teacher, but hey, learning AI tools, learning special effects, special editing, special platforms. Honestly, sometimes I have no idea what I was doing. But guess what? One big thing is I never give up. Even though progress sometimes feels slow, every little thing I learned became growth. But eventually those setbacks became wins, because you have to go through those things to get to your goal. So for me is I started to organizing blessing that I used to overlook. Sometimes we forget how far we have come because we focus on too much on what is still missing. But when you stop and reflect, you will realize your growth, you're healed, you have become stronger. And honestly, only you know the battle that you have fought. And so that deserves to be celebrated. Now, I would like to share with you a couple points that I felt that is very important. Besides what I had already talked about, is that a few important reminders that I remind myself every day. One is failure is a feedback, not a defeat. Every setback teaches you something valuable. Second one is celebrate small wins. Tiny milestones create big momentum over time. And number 3, stop comparing your journey to other people. They're not you. Everyone grows at a different rate and different pace. Number 4, practice gratitude daily. When you wake up early in the morning, the more grateful you become, the more clearly you see your growth. And number 5, last one, never give up on yourself. Sometimes success is simple, one more step beyond the moment that you want to quit, and which that happened a lot with me. So those are the tips that I share with you. I hope that's been helpful. Now I would like to turn it over to our special guest, Ping Pei. I'd like for you to share about your experience and how this lesson and failure and the setback became the wins for you.
Okay. I think I had to look at my paper.
That's okay. That's okay. It's a lot to cover today.
Okay, I just want to say, okay, how should I start? Okay, like I say, actually, when I joined this business, because I can't go outside anymore. I have to stay at home all the time.
Right.
So I become a stay home. So this business, actually, I can become like a stay home and then doing it. So because I cannot, it's so hard for me to get outside. So I'm a stay home mom now. Is a single mom. I'm 50 plus already. So my girls, she need a full time, like for me to taking care of her. So today's topic actually feel really personal to me. So this is my story. Okay, if someone had told me years ago about one day I'll be sitting here talking about failure, gratitude, and life lessons, I probably would have a laugh because honestly, from the outside, my life used to look quite normal. Yeah, I had a good education, like what Lucy mentioned about. I work in those established companies, and I spent nearly 6 years at Microsoft Brunei. So from the outside, life probably looked quite stable. But then life happened, right? At one point, because of company, there are changes. And then with me already being in my 40 plus already, life start shifting. And then the COVID happened also. So suddenly I found myself that time trying to figure out, how do I find another ideal job that give me more flexibility? Well, also caring for my daughter and who needs my long-term support and carrying the financial responsibility of my home loan as well. So honestly, that was incredibly difficult at that time because the hardest reality was this. I simply couldn't find someone I truly can trust to consistently care for her at that time. So eventually I had to make a really difficult decision to leave that corporate world much earlier than I have ever imagined, like retire in 40 plus. It's quite young, and then become a full-time stay-home caregiver. And I remember that time I asking myself quietly, okay, so what now? Is this it? Or how am I going to move forward from there? And I think many moms will understand this feeling. There are moments in life where you are not strong because you want to be, but then you're strong because you have no choice, right? Because someone is depending on you. There will definitely have seasons, moments where I felt exhausted, the moments where I doubt myself, the moments where I quietly wonder, why is life happening this way? Because life has slowly become less about career titles or achievements and more about simply surviving the days, being present, and also keep going on. But then looking back now, I realized something's really important. Some of the moments I thought were failures were actually the moments that shaped me the most. That painful season was actually what pushed me to start searching for a different path, a path that would allow me to be present for my family and while still creating an income and still continue to grow and still feeling like me. That journey eventually led me to what I'm doing today, but more importantly, it changed me. Those difficult seasons taught me resilience, they taught me patience, and they also taught me humility. And honestly, gratitude changed everything for me. Because when life gets hard, gratitude helps you to stop focusing only on what's missing, but then and it start seeing what is still beautiful. So what's still possible and what do you still have? So I'm actually still learning, I'm still growing, and I'm still figuring things out. But then today I see setbacks very differently. Sometimes the things that feel like they are breaking us are actually building us into someone stronger. I thought it was a setback until it became my turning point. So, and that's the story I like to share with you today.
Thank you, PK. I mean, I think we all can resonate with you, the part about going that hurdle, and especially when we reach the next chapter of our lives, is that we're at that point where survival mode kicks in, and that becomes the norm, and you have to do something to solve that issue. And then one thing that we're so courageous to a point is that we did not give up on ourselves, because we're someone that we have to take care of others. And so because of that reason, that's why this is where we are. So thank you so much for sharing that. All
Thank
right,
you.
we're going to turn it over to Maki. So Maki, I'd love to hear your thoughts and experience on this topic as well. Take it away.
Okay, thank you, ladies. Yeah, so I think all of us have experienced moments in life where things didn't go the way that you plan it. There is always failure, but that doesn't mean it's gonna be dark forever, right?
Yeah.
So sometimes we work hard, do our best, and then still things fall apart. In those moments, it's easy to feel disappointed or frustrated and even question ourselves. Like, we may ask, why is this happening to me? Or what did I do wrong? I know what feeling, because I've experienced it myself. I was born and raised in Okinawa, Japan, and I moved to the US because I was excited for a new life and a new experience. And of course, my husband is here too. And so I went to community college to learn, basic skills and then English skill too. And then I graduated, and eventually I found a job that I really loved as an administrative assistant. And I felt like the life was moving in a good directions, right? But a few years later, I got laid off because the company went down and it didn't do well. Around that same time, I found out that I was pregnant. And of course, we are so happy that we have a beautiful son, and we are so excited to welcome our baby, right? But at the same time, my husband also didn't have a job that time, and suddenly, what should we have in what should we do? Because we kind of left out, and also very stressful season to our family. I remember that I remember feeling uncertain and worried. What are we gonna do? I was thinking, how are we going to pay bills, and what is our future going to look like, or what are we going to do right now? What's supposed to be doing? And then, but because of the financial situation, I had to go back to my work after 2 months giving birth, and as a part-time, because we need help financially. Even with that, it still hasn't enough, and for a period of time that we had to rely on government assistance. At that moment in my life, honestly, I didn't feel grateful because I was so busy with supporting my family, and I had to do this. I just gave birth. I was so tired and exhausted. I don't see any lessons, and I didn't see opportunities. I only saw problems.
Yeah.
Because what's next? And then besides that, I have a newborn baby. I was so busy with this one. And because when you are in the middle of a storm, something you cannot see what's waiting on the other side. But when I look back now, I realized that what I thought was a failure actually taught me something, some of the biggest lessons in my life. The first lesson was resilience. I earned that I'm stronger than I thought I was, right? Sometimes we don't know our own strength until life gives us situations like this, where we have no choice but to keep moving forward, keep going. So the second lesson was gratitude. That when things are going smoothly, we sometimes take a little things for granted. But the difficult season made me appreciate things differently, because I became grateful for my family and grateful for my health, that I can move every day, that I can wake up and I can take care of my family, and grateful for every meal that I can prepare and that I can eat and I can serve to the others, and grateful for every small step forward that I can do right now. And the third lesson was that the setbacks can redirect our path. Sometimes we think we failed, but maybe life is simply pushing us in another direction. Maybe that direction is the right direction. At first, I thought losing my job was the worst thing that happened to me because I didn't see behind it. But if that didn't happen, I may never have started searching for something different. I may never had started thinking about creating more flexibility for my future. I may never have started thinking beyond simply surviving day by day. Sometimes the things we wish never happened because I become the things that shape us the most. So it's very, I think, important to having a failure. It's not good feeling when you have that, of course. But I'm always thinking that this failure teaches me and gives me more strength for the future. And I learned from there. And this business also have struggle sometimes and then think back on failure. But after that point, and you will have a confidence with it, and then you see the right direction. It's okay to have it. That's what I'm trying to say. And because from there you will learn a lot of stuff. So don't afraid. It's okay. The more you have failure, you become stronger and confidence. Thank you.
Thank you, Maki. That's wonderful. I think all three of us had so many, I don't want to say dark side, but so many turmoil that we went through. Just listening to Ping Pei and you, I didn't quite mention my journey, but to be honest, I think three of us have brought in so many those struggles that we have been facing, whether is something about financial or something about survival. It is what it is in life, and I think every one of us has some sort of those experience. And as for me, one thing I did not mention that I am so grateful for the life that I have right now, because 11 years ago, I had received a healthy kidney because I had a hereditary disease. And I never thought that I will still be alive, because at the point I felt like if it happens, happen. And for me is what only thing in my mind was I still wanted to teach. I wanted to go back to work. What do I do when I don't have a healthy kidney? Ended up I need to get a new kidney from the donor, one of my students' parents. And now looking back and all the struggle, as you guys mentioned, the stuff that you never thought that you're going to be at this place. And those are the things that shows, like what Maki said, resilience and courage, and that we didn't even know that we had, but we do because of this online business. And that brought all of us together. And those stories are very touching, because I'm sure millions of people out there who are struggling at this moment, they don't know what to do. And hopefully this episode really support and help them realize, hey, you're not alone and you can do something about it, you know? And so I'm so grateful that you guys are here to express that. And I just want to put it out there that our setback does not define who you are. Our mistake does not define you. Our willingness to continue growing is what defines us. And no matter where you are right now in your journey, every step forward matters, even if the progress feels slow, because sometimes we feel that, but you're still moving forward. Am I right? And so if today's discussion resonates with you out there, if you are someone that looking for change, growth, and personal development, or just or financial freedom, as we all here want to have, feel free to reach out to us, because we love to connect with you and support you on your journey. Now we're going to move on to our next segment, which is our frequent asked question and answer. So let me take the title down. Okay. And then let me share. Okay. All right. So these questions are frequent asked questions from our leads. And today I would like to ask the question, and Maki will be we'll be answering them. So the question is, can this business be automatic? All right, so take it away, Maki.
All right. The answer is, of course, yes. So many parts of this business can be automated, and it's already built for us. The automations help simply repetitive daily task, and systems can automatically send follow-up emails and messages. So when you start this online business, basically you don't really have to do because we have our automatic system that send follow-ups and all that. But besides that, we have, of course, posting daily and those kind of stuff. Even so, a social media post can be scheduled. Isn't that amazing? The busy people like us, hard worker mom and dads, or the job that you already have a busy life, right? So it's very grateful to have the schedule stuff that we can use it for it. The automation tools can assist with the lead generation and the customer follow-ups. And certain sales process can also run automatically too, and saves time and it follows you to focus on business growth and the relationship. Because of we have automated system, we can focus on something else more important too. And the amazing is this online business has a video-based training that follows step by step. Those system, I was thinking, how do I use this automated system when I started this online business? Because of this training video teaches you, show you how to do step by step. Because it's a video based, you can go back or pause, or you can rewatch again and over and over and over again to help set up the system. And then after that, you're all set, you're good. And if you forgot, you can always go back to the video to the train again. And that helps you work smarter, not harder, right? And it create more time freedom. So yes, we have automated system here and there to help your business life smarter, easily. So
and important
you should
is
use that.
there's a lot of different language, so don't worry about you don't understand
That's right.
Chinese or
Yep.
English.
Mhm.
Yes, lots
Right.
all language they have it there.
All different languages. Yes.
Yeah.
That's correct.
Awesome.
Yes, most of the language we have to translate it, so you don't have to much worry about that.
Mhm.
That's correct. Yep. Good point.
Thank you, Maki and Ping Pei. Awesome. All right. So before we wrap up for today's episode, I just wanted to thank our amazing guest, Ping Pei, for sharing her experience, her wisdom, and a personal journey with us today. And thank you, Maki, as always, for your partnership and your support throughout this broadcast. And thank you, everyone who joined us live or watched on replay. We truly appreciate you spending your time with us. And don't forget, next Saturday will officially be our final episode of this milestone series. But we're also excited because we'll be sharing what's coming up next. So enjoy your long weekend, everyone. By the way, we have actually a long weekend due to the Memorial Weekend. So stay safe, and then we will see you again next Saturday. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank
you.
Thank you,
Bye,
ladies.
ladies. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye-bye.
You too.